Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a bunch of Rosecraft blades to open. These are their slips. They now have their own slips, which is pretty cool. Looks like these are all larges. You can see there. But I have 6 knives. I want to issue a formal apology to Rosecraft blades. I have been swamped the last month or so, and I just didn't get to these yet. So I'm gonna unbox them all now, and we're gonna talk about these Rosecraft. So sorry, Rosecraft, I love you. I appreciate you very much, and thank you for sending these. Let's check them all out. You can pick up your Rosecraft blades at traditionalpocketknives.com, and you can use the code LeftyEDC. You'll get 10% off your order. So buy your Rosecraft blades at Traditional Pocket Knives. That is not a suggestion or a request. That is a freaking command. I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway, let's see what we got. We got the Overall Creek Farm Hand. I love these names. We have the Mill Creek Cotton Sampler. Cotton samplers are pretty cool. We have another one of those. We have the Lick Creek Loom Fixer. We have another Lick Creek Loom Fixer. And then we have another Overall Creek Farmhand. So we have 2 each of 3 models. So let's check them out. Let's start with the Lick Creek Loom Fixer because you got to check out the Lick Creek first. You know, I got to fix my loom before I get my cotton sampler out, right? Just kind of makes sense. Well, maybe not. I guess you would sample the cotton, then fix the loom. Okay, Kev. Oh wait, so this is a cotton sampler, right? No, it is not. This is a hawkbill of some sort. Swayback hawkbill. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. So a cotton sampler, as I understand it, has this big old choil right here. You'll see. Well, maybe you'll see. But, wow. This is actually really comfortable. I did not expect that. I looked at the handle and I was like, I don't know. It's not a hawkbill either. So, just pardon me entirely. Just don't even watch this video. All right, I'll stop being goofy. Sorry. So we have a, I guess you would call it a sheep's foot. I don't necessarily think it's a worn cliff. It looks like it's, maybe it is a warning actually. Let's see. I think it's, oh wait. Yeah, we can call it a warning. But it's really a Lick Creek Loom Fixer, so this is cool. So this is like a dyed bone red, I suppose. This one has, what are they calling it? The RCT025B, RAB. So red acrylic bone, maybe? Very cool. I like the red. Let's check out the walk in the talk. Yeah, feels pretty good. Not super snappy, but feels good for the blade shape, the size, it all works. I'm pretty sure, yep, we have the D2 on here, the D2s. You got some kind of like pock marks in the bone there, so I think that's done on purpose to give it like a, true bone feel. Very cool. So that is the Lick Creek Loom Fixer in red. This one's in ROW. You know what that is. Rosewood. That's nice too. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'd never lie to you guys, but I like to say I'm not going to lie. It's a good saying. I like the red better. I like the red bone better. Usually, I would not be a bone guy, The Rosewood's cool. I just really like this red. It's almost like a neon red in a way. It's a very, very cool red. Cool knife. So if you need a Wharncliffe sway back handled loom fixer, got one here for you. Ooh, this one's a little snappier. Yeah. Close, but very nice. Very nice. We have our loom fixtures. All right, let's check out the farmhand. Overall Creek farmhand. This is, you know, I'm surprised that we haven't seen any dope, like two-bladed knives from them. I don't think we've seen any, have we? This one's in yellow, or no, sorry, yellow. I think it's called something wood, something wood, sandalwood maybe? Or maybe it's just yellow sandalwood, I don't know. This has like a crosshatch pattern. So this is a, oh, come on, Kev. I know what it's called. It's that pattern. I can tell you the Jack Wolf that has this pattern. It's called the Pioneer Jack. I don't know why I can't. It's a sodbuster. Jeez, Kev. It's a sodbuster pattern. But I will say it has a little bit of a different look blade shape wise compared to all the other sodbusters I've seen. I feel like most sodbusters are straight backs where the spine just continues and it's just straight across, right? This has a little bit of a curve to it. So I don't know, maybe that doesn't make it a sodbuster, but I think it is. Yeah, and in sodbuster fashion, it's got kind of like thicker scales to it. It's got a meatier grip, which I think is meant to, this is, I think, supposed to be like an all-around kind of farm use knife, aka, it's called the farmhand. So you get that thicker grip so you can get a good grip when you're doing any kind of slicing or cutting, bales of hay open or whatever the hell you're doing on a farm. I've never worked on a farm, other than shoveling horse shit at a horse farm when I was doing community service when I was like 17. This is nice. Rosecrafts are essentially unbeatable, unmatched in the affordable traditional category. They're kind of like Rough Riders on crack. Like, they're not $7 like a Rough Rider. They have really good quality. Now, Rough Riders have really good quality, actually. But they're just, I don't know how to explain it. These are like real traditional patterns. They I don't know. There's just something very cool about Rosecrafts, and they fall into that, mid $100 range, like $60, usually around $60. Yeah, there's just nobody who competes with them in that area. Now, again, I've said this a million times. I do wish that they would get away from the D2, but, their customers love it, man. I get a lot of comments on my videos that say, I love the D2. I've never had it rust. They don't want Rosecraft to change it. And Rosecraft doesn't want to change it. They think they have great performance on the D2. I'll be honest, I've never tested the performance of the D2. I just don't like D2 because it has the potential to rust easier than a lot of steels. But, seems like that's not a problem for most people. So, I don't think I'm the target market for this anyway. So they probably shouldn't be listening to me. And they're not. So it works out for everybody. Anyway, yeah, this is cool. I like the crosshatch pattern in there. But what I was saying is it has that curve in the handle, and it just kind of, this blade shape, it just looks a little bit different than a traditional sod buster. Let's get the other one out. This one is gonna be, BSW. So that's, I guess, some kind of black wood. Yeah. Black sandalwood, is that what the SW is? Sandalwood? Yellow and then black. I don't know. Just taking, educated stabs here in the dark. I like this one. I like that color. It almost looks red. I was gonna say not lying. That's really nice, man. This color has like, it's interesting. It's just like a dark color, but it gives hints off of like dark red, dark brown, black. It's got some depth to it. It's really cool. Both of these colors, I like this one too. Let me grab that Jack Wolf to show you what I mean. Gotta get it out of the case, sort through here and find it. There it is. Ah. All right. So this is the Pioneer Jack. Came out in October or September 2023, one of those two. And I always have a really hard time pinching this open unless my hands are perfectly dry like right now. This is what I traditionally see a sod buster look like. Usually larger than this, but usually it's a straight handle. So you see here, the spine is from here straight across is straight. It's essentially just dead straight. It's called a straight back. Where the Rosecraft here has a curve to it. So the handle curves a little bit, which is normal, but then you kind of get that curve here as well near the pivot, which is interesting. And honestly, it's one of the things that I don't like about a straight back or a sod buster. They're just, I don't know. That, and then they traditionally have a lot of belly up near the tip. Both of these blade shapes honestly seem a little bit more subdued than the normal sod buster. This is more traditional, I think. But usually they have like a pretty like bulbous belly right up to that straight back tip. And if you guys know me by now, great walk and talk on this, by the way. This is a great knife. Excellent. Just a little hard for me personally to pinch open in a lot of situations. But yeah, if you guys know me, you know I don't like belly. I do not like a lot of belly near my tip, and I don't like upswept tips either. Usually they involve having a lot of belly. So this is the farmhand. Very cool. So we got two cool ones. Let's check out the cotton sampler, guys. The Mill Creek Cotton Sampler. This one's an RSW. So that's going to be, so maybe it's not rosewood. Maybe it's red sandalwood. I think this one was the same. No, this was yellow, right? And these are definitely not the same. So does this one just say man, it's hard to, RAB and ROW. Rosewood, ROW. This one's RSW, red sandalwood, I guess. Oh yeah, dude. So no choil on this. Usually they have I feel like, I'm not an expert, you guys know this. What is on that blade? Just oil? Yeah, it's just oil. Okay. I'm not an expert. You guys didn't realize that. Usually I feel like they have a big old choil right here. And that's kind of what makes a cotton sampler. And I don't know why they have that. I thought it was because people would choke up to, cut the cotton, and maybe they were worried about closing it on themselves or something, but maybe they just need some reach. I don't know. I can't think of a good reason. Somebody tell me in the comments, because I'm sure there's some traditional experts. This to me feels like the most non-traditional Rosecraft I've seen in a while. It's got basically a spay blade. I mean, that's a very spay-ish blade knife, right? It's very much like the, I forget the name of this one. I really like this one, so I kept it in my knife case. But it's got some elements of that spay blade look to it. This one's, I guess, a Warney. I don't know. Dude, blade shapes are ridiculous. I mean, this might be a lamb's foot. Huh? Where's Brandon Thrasher when you need him? Shout out to my boy Thrash. But yeah, this is cool. This one's also really good, by the way. It's like their little doctor's knife. Yeah, sometimes I do struggle opening these, though, just because I don't have nails. My nails are like just thin, so they bend back when I try to use them, so I don't use them. Let's check this one out. This one's in black sandalwood, so it should be the same as this right here, which I really like. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, man. It definitely gives it some character with the crosshatch on it, versus this, right? I like it much better here because of that crosshatch. It kind of knocks down the grain, and it takes away some of that color difference here. Now, some of you are going to prefer seeing the wood grain there, but man, this just gives it all this depth and color to it that this doesn't have. This is just, it just looks like a dark brown, It is comfortable in the hand. Now, you're not going to put your thumb there. You don't want to, obviously. And I guess you're not choking up either. It's a weird look, right? I wonder why they didn't do a choil here and they did this thing instead. It's almost like they put an extended, instead of an extended mag release, they put an extended plunge grind on it or something. Interesting. Walk and talk's okay on that one. Let's feel this one. Yeah, that one's a little snappier. You gotta give them a little bit to break into. So I think all of these would break in nice. Very cool. Very interesting knife. I'd love to hear the, I could read it. They always send me an email with information. I'm not gonna pull it up and read it to you. I know some of you guys would love that if I pulled my phone out right now. But I'm sure all that information is on their website or Traditional Pocket Knives website, because that's where you're going to go to buy these, right? Oops. And you're going to use the code LeftyTen, save 10%. We all knew that. So we have some interesting ones here. I like all three of these. They're all unique and cool in different ways. We have, of course, our loom fixer. And then we have the farmhand, and then we have our cotton sampler. Very cool. Let me know what you guys think of these. I think they're cool. And I want to thank Rosecraft Blades for sending them out to me. I appreciate that. And I want to thank TraditionalPocketKnives.com for being awesome and selling these. And let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later. Peace.